this would impact the recording actually. I need to download and give to other students also sometimes. Yeah, now this is visible. No? Now you can do this and tell me when you have done. We will move on. Okay. Hello.
Hello, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you heard? No? Okay. Okay. You can inform me. I'm waiting. Yeah.
Done, sir.
Yeah. So Smriti, you want me to solve this question, or you can try? What do you say?
Okay, sir.
No, you want to try or you want me to solve? What?
I'll try, sir. I'll try and then come back.
Yeah, because these are direct formula related questions.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Now, we will discuss about the employee stock options and warrants. See, employee stock options is nothing but company wants to issue shares. Hello, can you hear some weird sound? Yeah. So company wants to issue the shares only shares to its employees. Okay. So executives like at higher levels. So employee stock options and stock warrants are similar to stock rights in that they give their holders the option to buy a share of stock during a future period of time at set or some exercise or strike price. That means they'll fix a price. At that price they can, the employees and the holders of ESOPs can buy the stocks. So warrants and ESOP differ from stock rights, of course. However, because they are not based on number of shares already held as stock rights are. So see, rights issue means already whoever are the shareholders of the company's shares, they are only eligible to get the rights for rights shares. Okay, but in ESOP, in employee stock option, the employees may not be the existing shareholders of the company. They may get fresh issue, or they may get fresh shares. That's it. So in rights issue, existing shareholders would get the right shares. In case of ESOP, any employee who is at higher level can get the shares. Okay, he need not be the existing shareholder, not a precondition. Therefore, they may be given. Therefore they may be given to potential investors who are not already shareholders. Point is clear. Employee stock options are often distributed to employees as a form of compensation. That means when you join a company, Smriti, and you want, if you work at a higher level, what companies do is as a compensation. That means instead of giving you full-fledged salary, some amount of salary they want to give us shares to. Okay, you will understand afterwards. Once I'll explain how the salaries are given to employees. Warrants may be attached. So this is a different thing. May be attached to debt instruments such as bonds and sold with the bonds. Okay. Now we'll see types of options and warrants. When a warrant attached to a bond gives the owner the option to buy the stock in a company. So this when you get this warrant is nothing but with a bond they are giving you some extra benefit, some extra feature with which you can buy the stocks of the company. Okay, stock warrants. So when a warrant attached to a bond, you are a creditor of the company, you are a bond holder. Apart from one bond, company is also giving you one warrant which can help you to buy the stocks of the company. It may enable the issuing company to reduce the interest rate on the bond because the buyers of the bond are receiving the value of warrant in addition to the bond. So with this extra warrants what company is giving along with their bond, they try to reduce the interest what they are paying on the bond. Why? Because they are giving extra feature to the bond holder, na? And the value of the warrant is also what it matters, correct? Because they got the option to buy the stock of the company and the value of that may increase, or these warrants can again be sold to someone else. So usually warrants included with bonds are detachable warrants, meaning holder may immediately separate the two securities and choose to hold or sell each independently, as I said you. So these warrants the bondholder can sell to someone else also, and he can with the help of that warrant buy the stock of the company. Because suppose if I want to buy Reliance company stock and it is not easily available in the market, I'm searching for it, no, there are no sellers, like many people are not ready to sell it. So what will I do? I can approach the bondholders or they can come forward to sell me these warrants which can help me to buy the stocks of Reliance company. Okay, so warrants also have value. Therefore the selling price of the bond with warrants with detachable warrants must be allocated between the bond and the detachable warrant, since so that what the price can be between so these are detachable warrant. That means you can separate it from the bond and sell it to someone else. So the price of the bond with warrants, with detachable warrants which can be separated, must be allocated between bond and the attached warrants, between the bond price and the attached warrant. Some price you can set. Since it is relatively easy to determine the price of the bond, the value of warrants is initially equal to the purchase price of the bond with warrants package less the value of the bond. That's what. So it is nothing but, I'll tell you what it is. See, anyone can find out the price of a bond, which we have already learned in this chapter only. That is nothing but the present value of future cash flows. And here the future cash flows are nothing but the coupon payments, the interest what you receive, the coupons what you receive, the coupon amount. So you get the value of a bond, correct? The price of the bond. And see, suppose the price of the bond is there. The value of the detachable warrants is initially equal to, so warrant price, I'll write it here. Warrant is equal to purchase price of the bond, that is the price of the bond, with warrants package. So you got the bond which had attached warrants with it. So you have been quoted some price by the company. Let's say the bond with warrant. So I'll write PW. Bond with warrant represents PW, and the bond price which you have calculated right now, which should be the ideal price, which is based upon the present value of future cash flows. That means you coupon payments what you are getting here, you are discounting with some expected return from that bond, what you desire as an investor. So suppose the value of this comes out to be 1150, and this what you calculated is 1000. So 150 is the price of a warrant. Okay. Non-detachable warrant has no value unless it is attached to the bond. So it only has a value with the bond itself, because you cannot separate it and sell it. Therefore, when a warrant is non-detachable, none of the sales price is allocated to warrant because the warrant cannot exist without the bond. So you cannot separate the warrant from the bond. The warrant is attached with the bond itself. So what price you pay for that bond, in that itself you are paying the warrant price also. Standalone warrants are sometimes given to business partners to complete or sweeten a business deal. So they give some extra fee, extra benefit to their partners to sweeten the business deal. That means they want the deal to happen at any cost. So standalone warrants allow the holder, their business partners, to buy the stock in the company, offering the warrant at a specified price for a specified period of time. So warrants are given, warrants have a price, and that warrant can help the partners, business partners, to buy the stock of the company. And employee stock options I've already explained. ADR, American Depository Receipt. See, suppose this is Infosys company and this wants to like sell their shares in United States of America. They, let's say they have not listed themselves in New York Stock Exchange or any of the US based stock exchanges. So what they can do is they can still sell their shares in US market and raise funds and capital for themselves, and also provide benefits to those investors in form of dividends through ADRs, American Depository Receipts. What they'll do is they'll collaborate with a bank, a US based bank, and give their stocks to this bank. This bank will take those stocks and they'll make a ADR for it. Okay, so here you can see ADR represent a method by which a foreign company, in my case I have taken Infosys example, can participate in US markets without having to go through the formal Securities Exchange Commission or share registration process to sell shares publicly in US. But what they are doing, the foreign company deposits some of its shares with the bank. So Infosys will deposit the shares with bank. Let's say 1 lakh shares they'll deposit with the bank, and the bank then issues the ADR. So bank, what they'll do is this share whatever they have, maybe let's say for 1 share they'll issue 1 ADR, American Depository Receipt, and American people can buy these ADRs, and what they are doing is they are giving the money to bank for buying this ADR, and bank is taking that money and giving it to Infosys as a capital. And then benefits is what through Infosys the bank is passing on to the investors of the buyers of the ADRs. So which represent the shares of the foreign company that the bank holds. ADRs can then be traded in the US secondary market. So these ADRs can be traded in the US market also. The Infosys company based ADR, Infosys shares shadow ADR can be sold, like if someone buys, can sold it to some other guy also. As a result, the foreign company can participate in the US market. And if we want to buy American shares, we can go for GDRs, Global Depository Receipts. Okay, whereby the Apple, Google, their shares are sold in various countries and in different markets. These companies collaborate with the different banks of different countries, and they sell their shares in those countries and raise capital and provide benefits, and that happens through GDRs, Global Depository Receipts. Okay, so what we'll do is, since this is the end of the entire long-term capital management, now the next topic is derivatives. It's a very fresh topic, so I don't want to start this today. I want to start this afresh in tomorrow's session. It will take just 2 classes for me to wind up this entire derivatives. Okay, 2 or maximum 3 classes. By this weekend, your long-term capital management chapter is done. Okay, fine, Smriti?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, please go to this and yesterday's video, and in 3 days I'm going to wind up this chapter completely. Okay, thank you. Yeah, tomorrow's time I'll inform you. Fine, thank you.